Video, and today we're going to be talking about naming. I've had a lot of students be like, what the heck, like we have to do metals, but sometimes it has a charge and sometimes it doesn't have a charge, and what am I going to do? Okay, calm down, I got you. But before I begin this video, I just wanted to say, go to the top of this page, follow, go to YouTube, and then hit subscribe and help your girl out because it takes time to make this content. Also on YouTube, I don't know if there was a confusion, but if you go to my page on YouTube, you just click playlists. And then I'm going to have, for example, chemistry, organic chemistry, biology, anatomy and physiology, etc. So I have everything by class, and then everything that I have in that folder is linked to that class. So that way it makes your studying much more efficient. I'm a pre-med. I have a 4.0 in my pre-med classes, so I definitely know how to study, and I try to give you guys my tips and tricks to succeed in your own classes. So please follow and check me out on YouTube. Okay, going back to this video, it's not that complicated, y'all. I know it can seem quite daunting at first, but it's not that bad, I promise. So if you have an alkali or alkaline earth metal, and if you're like, what is that? I have a video on the periodic table. But for this purpose, it's group 1 and group 2A. And if that still doesn't make sense, then definitely go and check out that video. You're going to name the metal, and then you're going to add "ide" to the non-metal. So, for example, CaO is going to be calcium oxide, NaCl, sodium chloride, magnesium nitride. So you're not writing any charge. If you're a group 1 or 2A, you're not writing any charge, okay? You're just going to write the metal, and then the non-metal, you're going to modify it and add "ide." So instead of oxygen, you take off the Y gen and then put "ide." Instead of putting chlorine, you just put De instead of Ne. Nitrogen, again, you take off the O gen and then you put "ide." So that's what you do for that. Now, if you have a transition metal and a non-metal, then it matters. And I'm going to preface this by saying when I was learning this, I kind of thought it was dumb, to be honest with you. It was like, why do I have to write Roman numeral on this? But it's not. And I figured that out because I didn't realize, I guess I was really silly. I didn't realize transition metals, I mean, that the metal could actually like change and be different. So what I mean by that, you can have iron 2, or you can have iron 3, you can have copper 2, and you can have copper 3. So it didn't really click that having that change in charge will also have a change in the formula. And so it does matter, ultimately, is what I'm trying to tell you. So you name the metal and the charge in Roman numeral with parentheses. And then you add "ide" to the non-metal. So a way of highlighting what I just said is I'm going to jump to iron 2 and iron 3 chloride. So if you have iron 2 chloride, that means that 2 is the charge for iron. If you have iron 3 chloride, you have 3 as the charge for chloride. And you're like, okay, why does that matter? Well, you change your formula for one. So I'm going to kind of show you the crisscross rule. So if you have, for example, FeCl, if this is -1 and this is 2+, then this 2 is going to go over here. The 1 goes over there, but you don't write it. And then it's going to be FeCl2. Likewise, if this is going to be, just ignore that. If this is going to be Fe3+ and Cl -1-, then again, this is going to crisscross and you're going to have FeCl3. So yes, it does matter because you change the formula, and it also changes, it doesn't change the element, but it changes the charge, which is why you have to write it, because it's variable, because it's transition. And that is my explanation for that. I will be making more naming videos. I have to cover like just 2 non-metals, and when you use all those prefixes like mono and di and tri, etc. But for the purposes of this video, I really wanted to cover ionic naming when you have alkali, alkaline, and transition metals. If you enjoyed this video, again, please follow me in both, and thanks again for watching.